If you want to grow your hair faster and longer, you are in the right place. In this video today, I'm going to show you how to make this new secret potion that I have discovered for massive hair growth. It is amazing. It uses fresh mint. As you saw, I was showing you that's some apple mint outside in the garden, and I don't like that one that much. You want actual peppermint. It looks different. It smells different. This is what it looks like when it's cold and slightly going yellow because of the weather change. But when it's in good conditions, it is super green and the leaves are nice and big. So here I was just picking from this pot, and then later on you see me pick some from a little hedge, and a little further down there's a little bit more peppermint where there is some lemongrass. Now this is the main thing you need for the recipe. Now, if you're thinking, okay, how long is it going to take for me to start growing my own peppermint? You don't have to do that. I just wanted to show you where I get mine, which is I just go outside and pick it myself. But you can go to any grocery store in the spices section where there's fresh food and vegetables. There's a very high chance you'll find mint there, as you know, mint sauce is very popular for food. So you most likely will find a bunch of fresh mint there. If you do not find fresh mint, try and check in the spices section where there's dry spices. You might find some, like smashed peppermint leaves there. If you don't find that, I highly suggest you check the tea section, because peppermint tea is also very popular. You might find some peppermint tea. Now, if you're going to buy tea, I suggest you buy tea that is both peppermint tea and mint tea. You can buy them separately if you don't like the taste of peppermint in your tea. I love it so much. So you can get a box of green tea and a box of peppermint tea, and I'll explain why later when we get to the demo. Here's my little dog, well, my big dog, Panther. He just came to say hi as I was picking mint. If you guys would like more like almost vlog style where I show you what I'm doing before I start the video, let me know and I'm definitely going to do that. I post lots of natural hair videos all about growing long, healthy natural hair aside from DIYs like this. So if that seems interesting to you, consider subscribing. The subscription button is right down there, as well as the bell. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications every single time I post. And my name is Angelica, if I didn't say that in the beginning, aka Angie B. We have enough mint now, and it's time for the demo. Okay, so now we're going straight into the demo. If you want to grow your hair longer and faster, this recipe is definitely for you. If you don't know me, my name is Angelica. I post videos twice a week all about growing long, healthy, natural hair. Let's get into it. Right now, I am just mashing down the mint, and this is just to kind of bruise the mint and kind of break it up a little bit so that more of the nutrients can ooze out. Now you can crush it or pound it if you want, but I really don't find that necessary. I actually like it better like this. Even when I make tea, sometimes you could even just twist the mint around to just like break it up a bit, and you get the same effects. So after this, I am getting water that just boiled in the kettle. So I'm putting this in a pot because I like that it's metal, it's going to stay hot. So I put mint green tea as well. Now you can use just mint tea, you can use dry mint leaves, or you can use a mixture of mint green tea or a green tea bag and a mint tea bag and add them. Now if you have a lot of mint, I'm talking about a lot of mint, you probably don't need to add a tea bag that also has mint. You can just add the green tea bag. But if you don't, you could do exactly what I did, and as you can see, that is boiling hot water. The water just boiled from the kettle, but I'm not going to boil it on the stove because I don't want to denature any kind of nutrients. Even if you see the instructions on any green tea, it's not supposed to be boiled. So this is when it comes perfect. And here it had just cooled for about maybe 3 hours until it was completely cool. And now we are going to strain it and put it into a bottle. So there you can see the water, the color has changed, and now I'm putting it into my spray bottle. I would suggest a spray bottle, but if you want to use an applicator bottle, you can use that as well, because when you see us get to the demo, you see that this spray is not for all your hair. It is only for your scalp. You can put it on your hair, but you barely see any effects. I would rather you just use it on the scalp for the best results. So as you can see, we've got this nice copper, like golden color, nice and strained. You want to make sure that you strain it so there's no mint leaves in it. And then I just shake it up. I'm just used to shaking things up. There's really nothing to shake up. Everything mixes perfectly. And as you can see, my hair is in braids. Now you can do this if your hair is in braids, in twists, in cornrows, or if your hair is just out in an afro, you can just part your hair in different sections and go ahead and spray this on your scalp. Now you want to only focus this, or at least mostly focus this on your scalp, because that's where you see the best benefits. And speaking of these benefits, here are some of the benefits. So you guys know how much I love peppermint oil. The results are very similar with this as well. Peppermint, it stimulates hair growth. It creates a nice tingling sensation, which increases oxygen and blood flow to your scalp, which highly promotes hair growth. Also, it helps clarify the scalp without stripping oil. So if you've got any like weird, like dry feeling on your scalp, this can help. Not dry, but like dirty feeling. This can help like just clean it up, especially if you've got a few more days to wash your hair. It also unclogs pores and follicles. Having healthy pores and follicles is extremely important, because if your follicles are clean and your pores are nice and clean, it creates a great environment for your hair to flourish and grow, and you start to see growth so much faster and so much quicker. It also has antiseptic properties, which help relieve dandruff and itchiness, which are very detrimental to hair growth, because if your hair is very itchy, you're constantly scratching, and then the dandruff builds excess buildup on your scalp, which in turn clogs your follicles. It will really stunt your hair growth. It's not like your hair will completely stop growing, but doing this will actually make a big difference. Now, this is not a replacement for peppermint oil, because that is something completely different, even though it is very similar and the properties are similar. That is extremely highly concentrated, and of course it's an oil and you use it mixed with other oils, so it works kind of differently. So please don't replace that. However, if you can't find it, or you are lacking, or you just don't have the money to purchase more, this is a cheaper alternative, but I would suggest this is more of an addition to your routine. And you can use this in the middle of the week. You can use it on your wash day. You can use it as a pre-poo before you wash your hair. You can use it immediately after you wash your hair to add that nice refreshed feeling to your scalp. And my favorite thing to use it for is actually for scalp massages, because I do oil my scalp a couple times a week. But in between the days where I feel like my scalp has enough oil, but I still want to get that nice tingling sensation on my scalp when I do my scalp massages, this is a perfect idea, because once you spray it on, once it dries, it literally feels like nothing in your hair. It's not going to make your hair dry. It's not going to make your hair oily, but you still get those similar benefits to using something like a peppermint or tea tree oil. It also strengthens the root and increases the depth of your follicle. And this is amazing because it helps you reduce shedding, which can lead to thicker, fuller, and longer hair, because your hair is not shedding unnecessarily and your hair is very well into the roots. It also And then if you're wondering why I mentioned putting the green tea bag in when you can actually leave it out, to be honest, you can leave it out, but I feel like it just makes the perfect recipe when you add some green tea in there as well, because green tea has extremely high levels of antioxidants, which are amazing for hair growth, and they are small enough to penetrate your scalp and your hair shaft. It also helps inhibit testosterone, which interferes with blocking DHT, and DHT is the hormone that usually causes female and male pattern balding. So the longer you can block this, the longer you can help getting any bald patches, excess shedding, and also just lengthening your hair growth phase. And if these results sound slightly questionable, this is backed by so much research compared to so many other hair growth products I have tried and seen on the market. So try just Googling peppermint for hair growth or green tea for hair growth, and you will be surprised by how much amazing information is there. And if you have never seen one of my videos on how to do a scalp massage properly, this video is hopefully a slightly instructional manual, but if you want in-depth details, you can go ahead and watch my other video. But you can see as I'm moisturizing and just not moisturizing, as I am massaging my scalp, I am only moving my fingers around my scalp. I am not rubbing them. There's no friction between my hair and my scalp. I am just sending blood flow to my scalp in that area. I am moving my scalp around in circular motions, small circular motions, without using nails, only using the pads of my fingers, very gently. And when you know that this product has been worked in perfectly, you will know because your scalp is going to start tingling. It's going to feel nice and fresh because of that peppermint. And you don't have to seal it in with any oil. You don't have to do anything else. However, if this happens to be your moisturizing day, you can just proceed and moisturize your hair and then tie it back like I have, and then just leave it to air dry. If you enjoyed this and want more videos like this, please Please subscribe if you didn't in the beginning and watch the videos on the side of the screen right there to see any of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!